All right.
All right, yo, what up, everyone? This is your man Q Phillips. I'm one of the co-founders and the executive director of Community Frontline, and I'm sitting next to Pricky Ricky, what they call him.
Pretty Ricky, what they call me,
Yeah,
baby.
absolutely. The illustrious Ricky Clark, who serves as
That's
our
right.
racial justice and solidarity coordinator for Community Frontline. Thank you so much for taking this opportunity to see what's going on with the Doc Bookshop and to see what's going on with Community Frontline. So what we'll do is first we'll start off just by telling you a little bit about what Community Frontline is, and then Rick will tell you a little bit about the role that he's playing within our organization now. Community Frontline began on the east side of Fort Worth, and it began from a group of brothers who just wanted to make sure we were doing our part in this world. Grew up on the east side of Fort Worth, have a heart for it, have a heart for the city of Fort Worth as a whole, and we wanted to make sure that we mobilized men to alleviate sufferings that we see in the community. We didn't want to be bystanders. We didn't want to see problems happening in our neck of the woods with our people and no one doing anything about them. You have to be one to be willing to put skin in the game. You have to be willing to step up at some point and say enough is enough. Who's going to be those ones? Well, we believe that Dr. King is not raising from the dead.
Come on now.
Malcolm X is not getting up. As
Teach,
much
bro.
as we love them, it is our time now to make sure that we're the ones that are going to stand against injustice. We're going to make sure people have what they need and that people are well taken care of. And so, Rick, if you want to tell a little bit about your role with Community Frontline.
Well, heard. Right now, as you know, it's like quiet in most of our communities. Where do you go to talk about this? But now that I'm a part of the Community Frontline, we've made an opportunity to have an audience where you can come and speak about issues that concern you. And even though we know the term race is a construct that separate people, we want to use it to bring people together. We believe it's all right to be of different race. Different don't mean deficit. So we work with everybody: Asians, Arabs, Greeks, Romans, and Northern Europeans. We don't work with everybody. But how do we unite as a human race? So that's what I love about Community Frontline. If you ever come, you'll see brothers, black, white, you name it, we in there. And if there's anybody that want to be a part of it and make a difference, come and be a part of it. We teach a lot about the culture. Culture in human beings is like fish to water. So when me and Q talk, I was like, bro, let me help bring the culture. I want to bring the culture. He was like, Rick, you got it. So we've been doing this now for over a year. I'm excited about it. Like I said, we meet at the Doc Bookshop the third Thursday of every month. Some of the other things that we do, we're going to talk about Garden Day, kickbacks, but I'll let you do this. So we're going back and forth. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And so, with that being the case, he asked an important question when he was talking. Where do you go? Well, tonight we get to answer that question because if you're looking at this, then you know something about the Doc Bookshop. And so we're so proud to be partners with the Doc Bookshop. We're so proud to support these wonderful individuals who have brought this cultural center
That's right.
to Fort Worth, Texas.
Cultural center. I like that.
This is where you're able to come to know more about your history, to be able to explore more about the future, to be able to know more about from whence we came. And it's full of literature, it's full of culture, and everything you need. It's a one-stop shop here. So we're so grateful to the Doc Bookshop for always opening their doors for us. Yeah. And now, since they always open their doors for the East Side community, for Community Frontline, and for Fort Worth as a whole, we're telling you to get in here and buy, right? Buy some of the beautiful clothing they offer. They offer cars. They offer books. Doc is so much in here for you to be able to explore and to be able to walk away with. So we definitely want you to make sure you come patronize this business.
Talk a little bit more about Garden Day. So I'm gonna try, and I tell Ben. So I hope you listen, Ben. So the one thing I love about Community Frontline, we're not just talking like hands in the dirt. I don't do the dirt because I have sinus trouble, but I always encourage my young people to go out there. So, Ben, I hope you hear me. We're talking about Garden Day, and they normally do Garden Day. What's the dates?
Yeah, so it's always on the weekends, on a Saturday, and we let those dates be known in advance because we work in conjunction with Miss Iris, who's over Lady Butterfly Garden. She's a wonderful pillar of this community, and she's welcomed in Community Frontline as a partner. And who Ricky is referring to is Ben Travis, who's our director of development.
I love you, Ben.
He's taken over facilitating our garden days, and we're so proud of the work that we're doing. But we're talking about a community garden in the middle of Stop 6, to where people can come and learn about the earth, learn about how to garden properly. There's lessons to be learned and all of those things that's happening there. And then the foods and everything that are grown from there are given back to the community.
Giving back.
And you'll see that, giving back to the community. And sometimes some of the restaurants that you eat in will be food that was grown directly in that community garden. So Garden Day is immensely popular event that we have. Is something that really is worthwhile. And so we actually have one coming up this Saturday, which is May 29th. Yeah, which is May 29th. And what also happened in the same day, that evening, is a kickback.
That's right.
And so Community Frontline, we host kickbacks, and this is an opportunity for the community just to come together. What we do is we support Black-owned businesses, and we go and we have a good time at those locations, is bringing people together to enjoy, because we do a lot of the work, which is pertinent and beautiful, but sometimes we just need to be together in community. Laughter, joy.
I went to, I was downtown yesterday at the station, which they call the Grand Station.
Union Station.
Yeah. And it's a Black guy that owns a store down there, and they actually do live music. And so they do live music on Sundays, the last Sunday of the month. So I was there yesterday, and they was like, "Oh yeah, you're part of Community Frontline." I had my shirt on, had my Community Frontline shirt on. I was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "Man, I tried to make it here last time. We didn't get a chance to make it. Had a chance to talk to them. So if you get a chance to do that, if I could add to the kickback part, what I like most about it is that we're introducing the community to businesses that we own. Right, so we go to Mama Gina's. If y'all haven't heard of Mama Gina's, it's off of John T. White. I love that spot. It's not a big spot because you're just getting started, but at Mama Gina's, you can come in and get a plate. I love their food. I love their cakes. I love their desserts. Right. Anytime we do something, we'll call on them. Yep. What's the other one you go to? Name some of the places we did.
Stormy Monday.
Stormy Monday. So we went to Stormy Monday. We filled that up. Where else did we go? We did the Turkey Den.
And Turkey Den is what
we did. Turkey Den. Yeah. We'll be there this time. Turkey Den. What about the hotel?
Hotel Dryce.
Hotel Dryce. So these are some of the places that we go. And so if you have a Black business and you like for us to come, just contact us. Give them a telephone number or a number they can contact us at.
Well, the best way to contact us is on our social media.
Go to the social media page.
Anyone on IG, Twitter, Facebook, it's Community Frontline, and all of them. Look us up, and you can always contact us that way, or through our website, communityfrontline.com.
Contact us and let us know, and let us come over to the business. Or what were you doing to kickback? I'm glad you asked. We ain't asking for no discount. We ain't asking for nothing. We ask that you open your doors and allow us to come and spend money and spend money with you. That's what we want to do. We want to spend money. We're not coming over just filling up your spot to say we're there. We're encouraging folks to spend money with you, right? And most of these places, a lot of us have never even seen them before. So that's why it's important that we go. I'm overly impressed with the kickbacks, and just about everyone we've had a good turnout. What about Black Coffee? Yeah. You got to go to Black Coffee. That's a sister right there. That's so you got to go there. They do the kickbacks there. So I'm excited about the kickbacks. Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about the forums.
So and also what a big part of what Community Frontline does, it is educating the community. And so under that education pillar that we do have, we have community forums, and those forums are centered around topics. So we have guests or panelists or people to come in to really be able to educate the community about resources and things that maybe we don't have access to or don't usually know about. So we'll be having a community forum on May 31st at 7. You'll be able to follow us on our social media. We'll be putting it out, and this time we'll be talking about money making careers. So we'll be having people from industry to be able to come in and have those conversations and answer those questions that maybe some don't know the answer to about how they get started in certain industries. So we can make sure that people are working. A man don't work, man don't eat. So
and I love that people have because they'll teach you how to get certifications, get DB certification, how you get your certification. I love that's your boy Dante. He's another one of the founders. Yeah. The Dante coming in, a young lady came to me. I was like, yeah. She was like, I met with Dante with Community Frontline. I was like, okay, I got you. And she wanted to try to start her own business. I said, okay, I can help you out. She said, Dante told me to come see you. Right. So we want to help people open up their own business. You need help with doing an LLC. If you need help with getting a 501c3, contact us. We know people who can help you do that. Right. These are the kind of services that's available. So when we have these forums, don't skip on the forums. Some of them are live and some of them on Facebook. We started this during the pandemic, and I still like it. They be like, we either gonna do it in person or we gonna do it live, but we're gonna make sure that it happens. Those forums are important. I would ask you, tell me when you having your forums, and you can also invite us to be a part of your things as well. So it always have to be community frontline. But if you got something going on in the community that we can be a part of, let us know.
Absolutely. So the last couple of things we'll talk about real quick before we get to the thing we really want to promote for the night.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Keep the main thing. We'll talk about our race conversations and our brotherhood conversations.
Okay.
We interchange those every other month. And then with the brotherhood conversation is exactly that. It's men being able to come together and have conversations around topics that normally we don't get to explore with one another. We get to keep it real. We get to be raw, and we get to be in a space with one another where we actually hear each other out. Yeah. And so every one of the ones that we've had has been very powerful. Yeah. We've gotten tremendous feedback from men just saying that they needed it. Every time a brother walks out, he's like, man, I really needed that opportunity. So those brotherhood conversations really do a great deal of reflection and healing for the men in our community.
I think that's one probably bookshop, and we always set a certain time. We believe to start on time and end on time, but every time it went longer. And the young men, well, not just young men, all of us, old men, young men. And the one thing I like about it is that we are having a dialogue, not a discussion. We're not trying to change views. When we have a discussion, I'm trying to change your view or you trying to change mine. But in a dialogue, I listen to you and you listen to me. And what I love the fact that we've had dialogue. We did one of the activities called male socialization. We did a pure heart activity. We did a male stand-up activity where they will stand up. Please stand up quietly if you ever thought you weren't man enough. Please stand up quietly if you ever so. And then that drives the conversation and to talk about things openly. And oftentimes, and I would ask the question, I would ask in the audience, where do you go and have those conversations, right?
Absolutely.
We're not having them at churches like we used to. So where do we go and have these kind of conversations? So I encourage you to make the next one. It has helped me tremendously. They say that iron sharpens iron. Through the community frontline and our men forum, iron is certainly sharpening iron.
And it's the exact same thing with the race conversation. Where do you go to have conversations about surrounding race? When that can be the topic of discussion, and you don't have to feel ignorant, you don't have to feel judged. You can come and ask the questions that maybe you don't have the answers to, or you never really had the opportunity to have a conversation around. And we tackle those things head on in a space where everyone can be brave, courageous, and safe in order to be able to truly be able to have conversations around topics that people particularly in group settings. And so we definitely encourage you to be a part of those race conversations, those brotherhood conversations, and you'll be able to see all of those things.
I know what we didn't say. What about mental health?
Yeah,
we do that too. So we even have mental health. We have forums on mental health. Joel, which is one of the other members of Community Frontline, he leads that up. We normally do them on a video, or he will contact you personally. So I'm saying to any brothers, if you're dealing with something and you need somebody to talk to, we can help you with that too. Not just Joel, you'll talk to any one of us. I've seen a young guy come in there, heck, he ended up talking, put it down for him, was able to help the young man. So if there's some men who are listening to this and you live in Sharon County, especially South 6, come see us, man. We off Yeager Street. You need some help, let us know. But start with the social media contact us. They will respond immediately and follow up. So I love that part. Make sure we mention that. And then we also have folks who are attorneys in there. You got construction people. You got teachers, counselors, business owners. All of them are part of a community frontline. So if we don't have it, we'll find somebody who do have it. So please come out, reach out, and talk to us, and we can help you out.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm excited about this part. Go ahead,
so
bro.
The final thing that we really want to discuss and why we really want to be able to promote
today
is our partnership that we have with the Doc Bookshop on a wonderful event that is now becoming annual, thankfully, is our Manpower Music Fest.
That's right.
We did it last year, and it was fantastic. Everyone had a great time. We had tremendous speakers that were able to speak on panels, or whether they were able to guest lecture and do motivational speeches. We had tremendous musicians that were able to come out. Vendors were every day. I mean, we're everywhere. And it's a 5K and 1K walk and run. So we're promoting men's health, community health. We're promoting physical fitness. We're promoting the arts. We're promoting intellect. We're promoting community unity. All of these beautiful things.
And 3-on-3 basketball. I will not be playing, but that is 3-on-3 basketball. Don't laugh. I hurt myself last time.
So we'll give the trial run at 3-on-3 basketball this time around. But
I hope you playing
staple. We have to figure it out. I don't know. We got to see how we feel that day. See if we got enough icy hot going.
Manpower. Let me talk about some of the guest panelists and guest speakers. We're going to have Quentin Phillips himself, Mike Gwynn, Ricky Clark, James Earl III, Pastor Robert Sweet, David Howard, Rodney McIntosh, Brandon Morris. Oh yeah, you got some heavy hitters. Johnny Muhammad, Minister Lee Muhammad over Mars 52. You got Kevin Morford, Samuel Varner, who's with United Way 1 Second, a new initiative that's trying to interrupt gun violence. Sam Varner would be there as well. You have Clarence Williams, Dante X, even my man Jonathan Morrison, Donovan Craddock. Donovan gonna be on the panel. Look at that. Those are some of the people. Isaiah Thompson. They gonna Hilton Young. He's a counselor. Dante Williams. Christopher McHale. Jamal Muhammad, who's an entrepreneur, young brother. He came and did a presentation, held it down. So those are some of the people that's on the panel. Let me talk about a little bit more about it. We're having a panel discussion. Mind, body, and soul. Young adult men speak. What else? A roundtable discussion. A roundtable part 2. Faith based on initiative for violence interruption. Presentation exploring friendships and relationships, dating, marriage. It's the whole gamut. And please make sure you come. I'm also going to have my book on display, What My Daddy Should Have Told Me. Life Lessons for the African American Male. You can get the book here at the Doc Bookshop. Yes. I'll be talking a little bit more about that. I brought that up. I've been feeling something. You know, my brother died a couple of years ago. I feel like it was just yesterday. But my nephew, and now he's asking questions. So please, if you have an opportunity, come see what we have to offer. In order to be a man, you got to see a man.
Absolutely. We
define man as a male that acts, thinks, and live responsible. If anytime you're not acting, thinking, and living responsible, just a boy masquerading as a man, but you also to submit yourself to something greater than you. So this is not just for men. Men, women, all of them need to be out there. If you got a son that you love, if you got a husband that you care about, you got a brother that you should be talking to, you got an uncle, invite them. All men should be there. And if they're not, bring them with you. I remember the first time I ever went to a man function, it was my sister that took me. So bring them with you. I mean, look at all the people that flocked when T.D. Jakes used to do his manpower. Well, now we got a manpower in the community, somebody you can touch, feel, and touch, see, and feel. And let me give you this piece, and I'll be quiet, I think. But all these men live here. So you can touch them. You can touch, see, and feel them. Come meet them. So it ain't like it's something on the screen that these are just men talking. You don't have an opportunity to talk to them. This gives you an opportunity. I'm looking like this as I'm talking to the audience. Give them a chance to be with somebody. And I'm telling you, it's something different. And they're going to ask you questions like, how do you feel? When was the last time somebody asked you how you feel? Or better yet, questions like, not what's wrong with you, but what happened to you? What happened that men no longer are leading their families, leading their schools, leading their neighborhoods, leading their church? At one time, it was nothing but men, and we don't see that anymore. So where are we? So if you're not in the church, you're not in the school, you're not in the home, please be here in the park so we can talk about it and see what we can do to help each other. Absolutely. A man is a male that acts, thinks, and lives responsible. I'm going to leave him with this. It's called the test of a man. He says the test of a man is in the fight that he makes. The grit that he daily shows, the way he stands upon his feet and takes life numerous bumps and blows. A coward can smile when there's nothing to fear, but nothing is progress bars. But it takes a man to stand and cheer when the other fellow stars. It isn't the victory after all, but the fight that a brother makes. A man, when driven against the wall, still stands erect with his head held high, bleeding, bruised, and pale, and faith defied, for he isn't afraid to fail. Indeed. Those are the men we're looking for. So if you're listening to this, please have opportunity to come out. It ain't public, but I'll be there. Absolutely. He'll be there.
Absolutely.
Please, if you can make it, please come. And I know you said a little bit about it. I want to add to it. And that is that this is co-label. We're not collaborating with the Doc Bookshop. We co-label. We want to birth this baby together. So if you can, please be a part. Last year was powerful, and I anticipate this being even more powerful. And if it's somebody that we missed, we got most of the heavy hitters. If I missed anybody, contact us ASAP. If it's somebody you think should be on that panel that we should be listening to, contact the Doc Bookshop. This is not our program, but it's our program, meaning the community. Absolutely. So thank you.
So we talking about June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd. 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., Trinity River Park here in Fort Worth, and it's open to the entire community. Our emphasis on men. Yes. We're trying to empower men. We're taking leadership back in this community. We're giving men what they need, but everyone is welcome. So our ladies, please come on out, bring the kids out. Let's have a great time as a community. while we talk about manhood, mental health, physical health, strengthening the family, all the things that we should be talking about to uplift this community. June 3rd, Trinity River Park. And it's just a blast. It's a lot of fun. We have a whole day just full of fun and enlightenment. So please come
vendors
on
out there too. Forgot to mention, you got
Absolutely.
some vendors. It says shining the light on the National Men's Health Month and Black Music Month. The second annual Manpower and Music Fest, June 3rd, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Trinity River Park. I love that part. Event for the entire thing. You can there's a QR code, so when you go online, just pull it up. They will have books out there. We'll have necklaces, vendings, things, cultural respect. So be there.
Yeah.
All right.
So you'll see all of these. You'll see the flyers for them, all the information. You'll see them on the Doc Bookshop social media handles as well as the website. Same thing with Community Frontline. And if our social media handles, you'll be able to find this information. And as we get ready to close with what we're doing here tonight, it's as simple as this. We're here because we want you to support the Doc Bookshop. We're so proud of what's being built here in Fort Worth. We're so proud that we have a place to come that we can feel like ourselves, that we can see ourselves reflected in everything that is happening here, that people know that they can be authentically who they are and continue to learn about authentically who they are. And so we love the people over here at the Doc. We're so grateful for them, and we want to make sure we support it so it stays right here in Fort Worth and that they feel the love and the support from their community. So that website, you already know about the Doc Bookshop. The same thing with their social media handles. Support this wonderful business, as well as support Community Frontline and the works that we're attempting to do. We're trying to enter in and alleviate the sufferings that we see in our community, and we need your support in being able to do that.
Wow, excellent. I'm sure over here just smiling, hearing him say that. We support the Doc. If there's anything you can do, please come and be a part. I don't know of any other Black place, or I'm saying Black, African, Black, in the whole Tarrant County that you can go to and get this kind of love and support. So please be here. Thank you. And again, I appreciate y'all giving us the time to sit on your panel, Doc Bookshop. This won't be our last time. I'm looking forward to coming back next time to talk more about it. As a matter of fact, today we had 22 young men here in the Doc Bookshop who had never been to a Black bookstore before in their life. Let me repeat that. 22 young men who had never been to a bookstore, not only a Black bookstore, they said they never been to a bookstore. And when they left, they was like, I feel good. I feel proud. I feel happy. If you summer's going to take place, if you got kids in school who've never been into the Doc Bookshop, bring them here. It's almost like bringing them to a damn museum because they never seen it before. You can ask, matter of fact, by a show of hands, raise your hand if you ain't never been to a Black bookstore. You can imagine how many hands. So if you got your hand raised, come to the Doc Bookshop. Thank
Absolutely. You. So we're so grateful to everyone. Thank you for your time. We're going to see you at the next Community Frontlines events this Saturday at Garden Day Kickback. And we're definitely going to see you at the Manpower, June 3rd, Trinity River Park, Manpower Music Fest. Come have an amazing time with your community.
Love you.
Be blessed.
Thank you. Thank you all for having us.